Welcome back, I'm Rumbod, and in this episode we're continuing our step-by-step Unreal Engine AI series. If you've been following along, in the last two chapters we set up our blueprint, got the basics of AI site working, and built a simple patrolling system for our enemy. In this part of the series, we're going to take things further. We'll cover how to make the enemy actually chase the player and then set up a proper forgetting system so our AI doesn't just chase forever. I'll walk you through all the blueprint logic you need and share some extra tips and tricks to make sure that forget system works smoothly in your own project. Seriously, don't skip any part of this video. Even the little steps have small but crucial details. If you miss a second, your AI might not work the way you expect, and you could end up stuck on a tiny thing. So follow along closely. And I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below. Let me know what you think and what features or questions you want to see covered in this series. We're building this out step by step, nice and easy, for the whole Unreal Engine community. So let's make it awesome together. Alright, before we jump into any blueprint logic, let's dial in our AI's vision to actually feel like a game enemy, not a boring robot. So look over on the left in the components panel and find that AI perception component we added earlier. Click it. Now on the right, you'll see a bunch of settings under AI perception. We're mainly interested in tweaking the site config. By default, the enemy can see super far, which is honestly a bit much for most games, so let's bring it down to earth. Change the site radius to 600 centimeters. That's 6 meters. Pretty reasonable for a guard or grunt in most games. If your game has a different scale, adjust it, but this feels right for a standard third-person project. Next, set the lose site radius to 800. What does that do? Basically, if you sprint out of the enemy's vision, they don't instantly forget you. They'll try to keep track of you for a little while as you run away, which just feels better in gameplay. It's like, if the player just barely escapes, the AI won't just go, well, they're gone forever. It holds on a bit, so your chase moments feel more dramatic. Now, the peripheral vision half angle, set that to 60 degrees. That just means the AI can only see stuff mostly in front of them, not all the way around. So you can actually sneak up behind enemies if you want. It makes stealth possible and keeps things fair. There's another super important value here, max age. Set that to 5 seconds. What's max age? Think of it like the enemy's short-term memory. When the AI loses sight of you, it will keep you in memory for up to 5 seconds before officially forgetting you. That's way more natural than just instantly flipping from chasing to patrol mode. But, and this is a huge Unreal gotcha, max age is tracked internally by Unreal, but in Blueprints you can't just get the live age value per tick. Most devs try to grab it and are surprised it's always basically 0 or doesn't update how they expect. You can't build your chase forget logic off this value directly in Blueprints. So how do we actually get the AI to forget the player properly? Here's the trick. Go up to the edit menu at the top, open project settings, then scroll down to the engine section and find AI system. Right there you'll see an option called forget stale actors. Turn this on. If you don't, Unreal's AI system just never truly forgets anything, which will completely break what we're about to set up. With it enabled, now when that max age timer hits 5 seconds, Unreal will actually tell our AI to forget the target. You have to have this for proper chase forget cycles. Alright. Before we head back to Blueprints, one more little tweak. Click on Character Movement in the Components panel. On the right, look for Max Walk Speed and set that to 300. And set Max Walk Speed Crouch to 250. This is going to be the enemy's regular patrol speed, a relaxed, believable pace. We don't want our guards sprinting around the map like they drank 3 Red Bulls, right? Later on, when the AI spots the player and starts the chase, we'll crank this value up so they actually run. For now, patrol should look chill. All of this sets up our enemy to feel responsive, believable, and fair. The player gets a real window to sneak around, and chases will have just the right bit of drama. Now we're ready to jump into the actual logic. Alright, let's actually hook up our AI so it can spot the player and start chasing. Over on the left, in the Components panel of our enemy blueprint, click on AI Perception again. Now in the Details panel on the right, scroll all the way to the bottom until you see the Events section. This is where Unreal gives us those magic hooks to respond when the AI senses something. We want to use the event called OnTarget Perception Updated. go ahead and hit the little plus icon next to it. That'll automatically drop a new event node in your blueprint called On-Target Perception Updated AI Perception. Think of this as the AI saying, hey, I just saw something or lost sight of something. Now, from the actor pin that comes out of this event, we want to check if what the AI saw is actually the player. We do this by casting. So wire out from actor and search for your player's blueprint. In my project, that's called BP third person character, but yours might have a different name if you customized your player. Just make sure you pick your actual player blueprint. Next, in the left components panel, drag the character movement component right into the blueprint graph. Just grab and drop it in. Now pull a wire out of that and search for set max walk speed. We're going to use this node to boost the enemy's speed when it's chasing the player, making the pursuit feel more intense. Set this value to 500. Then connect the execution pin from our cast to BP third person character to the set max walk speed node. This way, the speed only changes when the AI actually spots the player, not just anything random in the world. Now, after setting the speed, we want the enemy to actually move toward the player. So right-click and search for AI move to. For the pawn pin, wire in a reference to self, that's our enemy. For the target actor pin, plug in the reference from the cast to the player blueprint. This tells Unreal, okay, now chase that actor right there. And that's the core of our chasing logic. With this setup, as soon as the enemy spots the player, it'll speed up and start chasing after them automatically, using Unreal's navigation system to move around the level. Alright, now that the enemy knows how to spot and chase the player, let's set up the logic for what happens when it forgets or loses sight of them. Now let's wire up the logic for when our AI actually forgets the player and goes back to its normal patrol. So again, look at the components panel on the left, click on the AI perception component, and in the details panel scroll down to the events section. This time we're going to use on target perception forgotten. Click the plus icon to add it to your graph. Drag this event node over close to your event begin play just to keep things tidy. We're going to do something really similar to before. Out from the actor pin, drag off and do another cast to BP underscore third person character, or whatever your player blueprint is called. This double checks that the AI is forgetting the player, not some random actor. Next, just like before, drag your character movement component from the components panel into your blueprint as a reference. Pull a wire out and look for set max walk speed. This time, set the value back to 300. This is our patrolling speed. So as soon as the AI forgets the player, it slows down and goes back to walking instead of sprinting around the level looking confused. Now, here's how we hook our logic back into the patrol loop. From the set max walk speed node, connect the execution pin to the node where we pick the next patrol point. For us, that's the get all actors with tag node. The same logic we used at the start, just like in our event begin play. This will send our AI right back into its normal patrol after it forgets the player. Now there's one more little trick to actually wire up the event, because by default, Unreal doesn't automatically bind this event for you. Right-click in the graph and search for On Target Perception Forgotten. If you don't see anything, turn off context sensitivity and you'll see Assign on Target Perception Forgotten. It's a dispatcher. Drop that in your graph and hook up the execution pin from Event Begin Play into this assign node. The target pin here needs your AI perception component. Just drag it from the components panel and hook it up. For the event pin, connect it to the custom event we just set up for forgetting the player. Alright, now for some easy debugging. After the event fires, right-click and add a format text node. In the format string, for the format text node, write something like AI forget this, and then open up curly braces and write actor inside it. That's it. Unreal will automatically make a pin for you called actor. This will let you see in the output log exactly when and who the AI forgets. Connect the actor pin. Then wire the output of format text into a print string node so you'll get a message on screen every time this logic runs. So now, when the enemy loses track of the player for those 5 seconds, thanks to our max age and forget stale actors settings from earlier, it'll fire this event, slow down to patrol speed, print a debug message, and go right back to its patrol route. This is perfect for testing. After you confirm this works, you can replace the print string with any logic you want. Play a sound, trigger a visual effect, anything your game needs. Okay, quick heads up. Sometimes Unreal likes to hang on to old blueprint settings, and it can get a little stubborn. If you run into this, you might notice that your AI enemies aren't updating their behavior, or they're still acting like they did before you changed the settings. Even restarting the engine doesn't always fix it. What I do is just delete both of my BP enemy guard actors from the level, and then drag 2 fresh enemy guard blueprints back into the map from the content drawer. After that, I click on the first one, search for tag in the details panel, and set its tag to path 1. Do the same for the second enemy, but set its tag to path 2. Once you've re-tagged your AI guards, hit play again. This usually clears up any weird cache issues or leftovers from changing project settings. And if you're still seeing weird behavior after all that, here's another trick that works wonders. Go to your Unreal project folder and try deleting the intermediate and derived data cache folders. These folders are safe to remove. Unreal will just rebuild them the next time you open the project. Sometimes Unreal keeps old cache data in there that can mess with blueprints or keep old logic hanging around even after you've made changes. So if your blueprints aren't updating or things just seem stuck, give this a shot. Close Unreal, delete those 2 folders, then reopen your project. It's like giving your project a fresh start. A lot of the time, that's all it takes to finally clear out the gremlins and get your blueprints working the way they should. Now run your game and watch your AI in action. If you want to see their vision cones, you can press the apostrophe key and then numpad 4 to bring up the visualizer. Just a heads up, sometimes in Unreal 5.6, the AI visualizer only shows for 1 actor. Classic Unreal quirk, but you should still see their behavior working. Try getting close to the AI to get their attention, then run away. Remember, our player character's movement speed is set to 600 and the AI's chase speed is 500, so after a few seconds you should be able to escape their line of sight. If everything's working, the AI should eventually forget you and go back to patrolling. If you get any other weird bugs, don't panic. Sometimes just re-adding your actors and double-checking your tags is all it takes. And that's it for this chapter. Now you've got an enemy AI that can patrol, spot you, chase you down, and then forget about you and go back to their route, all with proper vision and memory, just like a real game enemy. If you enjoyed this and want to see the next chapters, where we'll keep leveling up our AI with even cooler mechanics, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out. I've got plenty more coming, and your support really helps me keep these tutorials going. If you run into any weird bugs or have questions, just drop a comment below. I check them all, and I'm always happy to help out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.